Like, it has to grow on you a little, I think, but it's a good flavor.
Oh, yeah. Alright, and we're back. So, yeah, this was after the fight, thankfully, so I don't have to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get them? Oh man, they were way stronger than I was expecting. Were those British ghosts or something?
It was a little quiet on the first stream.
Yeah, no, because like if I on the stream it should be fine, because if I raise up the volume, it'll come back as feedback.
Oh yeah.
So thankfully it's the raise is just enough.
Captured virtually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't feel like we actually beat them at all.
I have to agree. Their sheer vitality was astonishing. I don't think those were ghosts at all. They were so unusual and so steeped in mystics that they almost seemed like... No, never mind that now. For the time being, I must commend you on a job well done, Master. I was concerned when you said you couldn't summon heroic spirits here in Britain. So it's a great relief to see that it's still possible to summon them temporarily for battle.
Yeah, it took a lot more out of me than usual, though. Yep, I was watching and you were definitely using more magical energy than usual.
I like how the names are changing.
Oh, yeah. So let's see.
Tristan is now just grieving knight.
Yep, child with...
furrowed brow.
Yeah. Oh no. Mash, is something wrong? The Black Barrel, no, the whole Ordinax. It's not working right anymore. Right, because it was sealed for whatever reason.
Because Galahad's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess anyway.
Mash, are you okay? Mash? Don't run off in the fog! Into the mist all over again. Mash?
Did something happen to them? I can sense them close by. No, wait. They're getting further away. This is not good. It's too easy to get separated. Let me call out to them. What were their names again? I think they were...
Mash and David?
Mashed potato? Wait, what's my name?
Wait, you with the red hair, come back!
You with
Did
the
you
red
not?
hair.
Did you not have it memorized?
Got it
You.
memorized.
You with the red hair. What was I doing again? No, wait. Who am I?
Who am I? What am I?
Fades to black. Fey fog.
It's sleepy time. Which is kind of impressive considering that you canonically have a resistance to poisons and toxins.
Yep. Because if I remember right, the contract with Galahad should still be active.
Oh. And here I thought I might arrive early. Huh? It's because I took my sweet time? Well, you can't blame me for that. These are my very first guests. It's only right to look your best for guests. Besides, I'd say this boy and his companions made a pretty big mistake, too. I mean, no one in their right mind would ever think to go into the nameless woods without any protection.
Is that an actual place, or...?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's possible, but I don't know it. I guess this just goes to show how brave this master of Chaldea really is. Don't you think, Blanca?
Not held by...
Am I really going to trust these outsiders? Yes, I will. I'll trust them with all my soul. Sure, I still had my suspicions up until I saw them in person, but now I can tell. They're the real deal. As crazy as it sounds, they're dead serious about saving the world. Oh, yes, I'm definitely glad I waited for them now. That's right, Blanca. It's finally time for me to get serious, too. Seems we've got a few local fairies here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a couple too many for me. Fortunately, it looks like they're good-natured sorts. I'm sure they'll rescue the Chaldeans. In the meantime, I think I'll make my way back for now, and save our fateful encounter for another time. Good luck, Chaldean lad. I suggest you start by getting familiar with Britain's ambiance. Oh, and one more very important thing. Whatever you do, don't let anyone know you're human.
I guess humans are either hated or something. Or seen as lesser.
I mean, I already have kind of theories going on.
Yeah. But I can already tell who that was.
Mm-hmm.
Ash. Ugh.
Oh, great, we're in deep jungle.
Finally got out of a lawsuit. Oh, good, you're awake. You don't seem to be injured, and I don't think your life's in any danger. But if you're hurting anywhere, please let me know. I still have a lot to learn, but I can at least perform basic first aid. You're... MASH? I don't know how you mistake Castoria for MASH, but okay.
I don't know how you mistake Tarzan for Kyrie.
Oh right, that does sound like it's my name. What?
It might be a Japanese phonetic joke.
Yeah. Phew, thank goodness. I was having trouble remembering who I am too. So my name's MASH, huh? I like it. It's short, soft, and unique. And hey, if you know my name, that must mean we are friends. I knew it. Anyway, good morning,
Lysander.
You know where you are right now? Where am I? Lysander? Huh? Your name is Lysander, right? I mean, that's what it says on your name tag. Apparently, we all collapsed in the Nameless Woods. Do you know about the Nameless Woods? The fog is so thick there that as soon as you set foot inside, you can never find your way back. The more lost you get, the more you forget, and eventually you won't remember your own name or who you are. So like Castle Oblivion.
Great, so now Cornwall is this magical forest of forgetfulness, just like real life.
Yep. Basically, it's a forest of no return, one of the most dangerous Fae domains in all of Britain. I wonder what it is, what we were all doing in a place like that. Maybe something really nasty happened to us. You know, like when everyone at your table orders ginger ale, but for some reason you end up getting salt water? It's no use. I can't remember anything.
It's no use.
Lysander, what's wrong? Why are you holding your head like that? Oh no, did you hit your head in the woods? Did you have a concussion or a fractured skull?
I feel like a protagonist in a diet isekai. No, it's nothing like that. I suspect it's simply that he doesn't know who he is. And not just himself. I doubt he remembers you, me, or anything else about this place. I certainly can't.
I can only imagine that unless we had an Avenger, it would be very difficult, because I want to say Avengers may withstand a chance with their Oblivion correction skill.
No, I gotta go.
Yeah. Let's see.
The only thing I do remember is that I serve him loyally. Even now, I know I would have no qualms about laying down my life to keep him safe.
It's news I can't remember.
Please, don't strain yourself, my lord. I am Assault best in class. No, wait, that's not right. Yes, I remember now. My name is Tristram. I'm sure of it.
Close enough.
See? It's written right here in Old English on this name tag made from a leaf.
Obviously proud. Oh, yeah, you're right. I can barely make it out, though.
Indeed. We now know that you are Lysander, I am Tristram, and she is Smash. I can say with absolute confidence that we three are trusted companions who wound up stranded together.
Wow, you solved it, Tristram. Give me some skin.
Hell yeah.
What's oldie English? So we don't know who we are. We can't even remember where we came from. But we do know that there is something important we need to do. And we must have entered the nameless woods to accomplish it in spite of the risks. I thought we were on a shore, but maybe it was a forest.
Maybe the fog was hiding the forest.
Yeah.
Correct. The only other things we know that are that, even among my colleagues, I am a peerless genius, a masterful poet, and a peerless archer. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I think that's just a servant's innate understanding of themselves.
Yeah. Like, we might not have memories, but we kind of remember what our general feelings are for one another.
Yeah.
So it's like the mind forgets, but the heart doesn't.
Freaking Kingdom Hearts. The mind might forget, but the heart remembers.
Yep. Well, it's pretty much the same for me as it is for you two. It feels like kind of lost a lot of belongings. At any rate, what I do know is that we all collapsed in nameless woods. Then some fairies from this village found us and brought us here. So the next question is, why did they do that? Are they slave traders? I think I've heard that's a big problem these days. Okay, so humans are...
Chattel.
Yeah.
That's my fetish.
Come, serve me, human slave.
Come, guardian.
Oh man, I don't even want to think about it. But if that's what this village is for, then...
She seems excited. Hello.
Oh,
Are you all awake now?
Oh, she's cute. But can't we trust her?
Oh, I'm sorry if I startled you. I heard voices, so... Anyway, the other said I should come and fetch you all. I mean, it is going to be night soon, so, you know. Do you know this person, Lysander?
No, not at all.
I see. Well, I don't sense any hostile intentions from her. She seems to be a good-hearted person. Or rather...
She totally looks like a fairy from, well, a fairy tale, right? I noticed that her wings are damaged.
Can you still not move? In that case, we can talk later. Oh, but if I go back without you, everyone will scold me for being useless again.
Oh no. I'm getting bad vibes.
We have found the Greta of this Lostbelt.
Are you talking about the other fairies from this village? Don't worry, you can go back ahead of us. We'll be right there as soon as we're done talking. We'll be sure to tell the others that you were the one who fetched us.
Then, I really was useful this time. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Please come to the town square when you're ready. Everyone else is there. See you there.
Well, shall we see what's outside? Yes, I guess we should. I'm still concerned, but it doesn't look like staying in here will help anything. Besides, no matter what they ask us, we can also say we don't remember a single thing. So at least we can be...
Shouldn't be suspected of being from a bad city or supporting the wrong queen or anything like that. Hmm?
So there are multiple queens, possibly.
These the ones that almost died in the woods? God, I've never seen humanoids without wings before. I swear, what's the Wind Clan coming to these days?
So there are clans. Are they clashing?
Possibly.
Please don't lump us with the likes of them. These Fae don't have so much as a hint of wing stubs. They must be criminals who've had their wings torn off as part of their punishment. They probably came here while trying to escape Darlington.
Pathetic. Just look at their twiggy little limbs. The only thing those would be good for is firewood. Then maybe we ought to chop them up and make a fire out of them. That'll brighten the night up.
This is a full-on dark fairy tale kind of world. I mean...
Hold on, let's hear what they have to say first. That's our rule, after all. You there, what is your clan, your names, which city do you hail from? What is it that you came here to Cornwall to escape?
I'm afraid we can't tell you. The only thing we know is our names. We don't know where we came from or why we came here or what our goal was. Nothing.
Are you kidding me? I don't even know which city, you don't even know what city you're from?
Haven't even got a goal, huh? God, it's awful. It's terrible. It just ain't right. And here I was, hoping we could get a nice ransom out of him. Guess there's only one thing left to do with him now, then.
Indeed, now that things have come to this.
Yep, only one thing to do. We'll just have to look after them ourselves. You hear that, everyone? We've got new friends. Hey! Hi ho. Hello. New friends. This calls for a celebration. Here, we're all a bunch of nameless, worthless failures without anywhere left to live. We've been strung up, pelted with rocks, and before we knew it, we found ourselves here on the tippy tip of the isle. Nobody likes us. We'll all be gone by tomorrow. Even the Queen herself won't come into the nameless woods we call home. So welcome, comrades, to Cornwall, the dead-end village. You guys have had a hard life, right? You've already suffered enough, right? If we're all just a bunch of burnouts anyway, we might as well kick back, relax, and enjoy life here.
Huh? Oh, the Reject Club.
Yep.
I don't think I could eat another bite.
Wonder what they're eating. I see greens there on the table.
I can't believe the party they threw to welcome us is still going on into the night. These fairies are so nice. For now. I was also surprised to see what a good conversationalist you are, Lysander. You seemed a little unsure of yourself at first, but then you started talking to the fairies from both the Wind Clan and the Earth Clan without any hesitation. Even though everyone in Fairy Britain knows you're supposed to pick one to side with. Wind and Earth clans? Well, you see, all the clans were in harmony until the Fire Clan attacked. You mean you forgot about that too? Really? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. The Nameless Woods only made you forget yourself. You should still be able to remember the customs you need to know to survive. At least that's what I've heard. What about you, Tristram? Do you remember anything from Fairy Britain or the Land of the Fae? I guess you're in the same boat as Lysander then. Alright, I'll catch you two up. I don't know a great deal about the world, but I've at least caught the basic.
Alright, everyone. Quiet, please. It is time to end today's festivities.
Hello, Boromia.
I know how you all feel, but there's nothing we can do about nightfall. We'll just have to resume the welcome party tomorrow.
I guess it just goes to show how time flies when you're having fun. Alright, everyone. Let's head to our homes. Later, Lysander. Later, Mash. Later, Faye, a few words, Tristram. See that roof over there? That tent's yours. Go ahead and hide out in there until morning.
You there. Show Lysander and his companions to the drilling, won't you?
Better hurry it up. Knowing her, you'll just get even more injured if you take your time. Yeah, don't get carried away and start taking them down any side paths, got it? If you do that, no one will be able to find you guys once night gets here. Yes, I know. I'll be fine. Thank you for giving me this job. If you'll follow me, everyone, I'll show you back to the tent that's become your territory. Well, good night. Don't worry, this tent may be a ways away from the town square, but it's still well within the village. I promise you'll be able to relax and sleep without any forest animals coming in.
I just realized I never got her name.
I bet she's going to be in the CE for this Lostbelt, though.
Yeah. Probably the our companion for like the whole like native companion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then we'll get attached to her, and then she'll die, and then we'll be really sad about it for like the 6th time. Let's see. Okay, I'm sure you're both tired after talking with so many fairies. But I think we should finish our conversation from earlier before we go to sleep. Fairy Britain, as you know, as you can probably tell by its name, is the Land of the Fae. You do know that much, right? More or less. Good, then next we have the different kind of fairies. It would take hours to go on all the details that differentiate the different kinds of fairies. So for now, let's just focus on the broader clans. The clans represent the land of the Fae, different races. There's the Wind Clan, the Earth Clan, the Fang Clan, and the Wing Clan, the Mirror Clan, and the King Clan. Members of the Wind Clan, like Halobaramia, are humanoid, fairies that look just like humans, basically. They're all very rational and peaceful, and they have excellent Fae markings. Members of the Earth Clan, like Onfum, are solid, stout, and stocky humanoids, so dwarves. They're the hardworking of all the clans, so we need their help to make roads and buildings. Members of the Fang Clan, like Doga, are basically wolves that live as one with the land. They love to fight, and they're very good at it. It's even said that the Fae folk wouldn't even be here today if it weren't for the Fang clans fighting for us. As for the Wing Clan and the Mirror clans, well, there aren't many rumors about the Wing Clan, so I don't know much about them. And the Mirror Clan used to be the most popular clan in all of Fairy Britain, but then a few years ago they disappeared along with their entire city. What about the King Clan? Do you really want to know, Lice? The King Clan is the biggest bunch of the good-for-nothings in all the land. The only thing they're good for, the only thing they ever make is trouble. Even though there's only one of them left, she looks down her nose at all the other clans, and she's so much better than us. I mean, who goes around bragging to a sweet innocent country girl about how great her life is in the big city? Then there's those flamboyant clothes she wears, and all her servants, and her oh-so plan for her future. Ugh, I wish she'd just die. Agape. Sorry, that was not... That may not be entirely fair. Please just forget anything I said. The King Clan is kind of a special case. You see, there's really only one of them. But she's also kind of a, well, protective queen bee type who welcomes anyone who serves her as a King Clan member in their own right. If you ever have a misfortune of meeting her yourself one of these days, Lysander, you'll see what I mean. It's obvious to pretty much anyone with eyes. Everything about her, from the way she looks to the way she acts, just screams, "Yikes, she's a real piece of work. Better not even make eye contact or she'll ruin my life." Oh, she's from Twitter. Okay. On a different subject, are you really okay, Tristram? You seemed on edge for a while now.
And that's because I am. No, it wouldn't be a stretch to say I'm afraid. I haven't had a moment's rest ever since we went to the town square. The villagers may have seemed weak, even feeble to the two of you. But while I may lack my memories, I do know that they are to be feared merely by dint of being Fae folk. Even that Fae girl who showed us the way to the square holds some manner of mystic. They may not have said anything about it, but they have power far beyond any human. Just remember, it would be an easy thing for these fairies to slaughter us all if they decided to do so.
Yep.
Ah, how terrifying. Yeah, Tristan in particular has a very bad history with Fae, so...
Really?
Well, that's the whole thing about the story of Tristan and Isolde.
Oh, give me a crash course on it then.
They were two lovers. Isolde ended... I forget the full context, but essentially Tristan, Knight of the Round Table, ended up betrothed to Isolde through some sort of shenaniganry. Mm-hmm. And a great tragedy took Isolde's life due to the actions of the Fae. I'd have to reread it, but it's why he's the Knight of Sorrow, because after her death, he could do nothing but cry.
Damn.
And he's the folk hero of Ireland.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess
one of them.
I guess you must have served in the military at some point, Tristram. I can't even imagine two fairies fighting each other. Maybe I could see one of the soldiers who served the queen in her castle. But I was taught that the fairies always resolve their differences through peaceful discussions, no matter what that may be.
So these are not normal Fae.
Nope.
Queen Maeve would lose her mind.
Well, I suppose there might be the occasional eccentric exception to the rule. But there wasn't a single fairy that at the square who disliked us.
You may be right. I certainly didn't sense any hostility from them.
Of course, they're not dangerous at all. They're so peaceful, it's almost hard to believe.
Forgive us. Forgive us. No more prayers. Close your eyes. There's not much fun time left. The veil has fallen. Extinguish the light. Today is ending. Farewell. This day, too, will end forever. Forgive us. Forgive us. Forgive us our sins. It's too late to do anything now, but make sure everything is cleaned up.
Looks like it's time for the lights out now. Let's pick this back up tomorrow. I hate to do anything to upset them after they've been so welcoming to us. Fine with me. How about you, Tristram? Let's see. This must be it. Oh wow, it's one of those new glass lamps that are all the rage now. There must be the Earth Clan fairy or two from Norwich here. I guess I'll have to track them down tomorrow.
Norwich?
Anyway, good night, Laslander. Good night, Tristram. You know, I was kind of worried when I first woke up, but I'm glad you two turned out to be good people. Same here.
An actual, like, Mash into Vince here, just flailing on the beach.
Yep.
Man, I'm just imagining now if, like, Big D and his crew were experiencing this.
Bad things. Very bad things.
Big D was just like, no, we are out of here at once!
No, Big D would be fine. He'd be freaking out, but he'd be okay. I'd be more worried about, like, Dor and Marcus.
Right.
Kitten would be okay.
Yeah.
So would Boy.
He would be containing all of his excitement.
Like Big D would have to stop Dor from just shooting every Fey creature on sight.
Yep.
And Marcus, he just can't be left alone to his own devices.
Nope. Alright, writers.
Fight time. Good morning, everyone. I've been asked to show you around the village today. Our territory isn't all that big, though, so it won't take very long. Never ask a Fae their name.
Really?
Names are items of power among the Fae.
So
They have to give it to you of their own will as a sign of trust. At least in traditional Irish and British, fairy lore.
Yeah, because I'm getting the sense that names and a sense of purpose are very ideal in this land.
Well, it's the whole thing about true names.
Yeah.
The whole idea is essentially your name is your identity. Your identity is your soul. To give your name, or worse, to be tricked to giving your name, is tantamount to giving over your autonomy and your freedom to whoever owns it.
So kind of like, in terms of like summoning demons and whatever, right?
Yeah, I'll give it to you this way. If you go in and you read a lot about Fae lore, in especially like Northern Ireland, Standard Ireland, and especially old Scottish stories, you'll note that in a lot of them about people who go to meet fairies end up using fake names because that's safer. The other way to really kind of look at the Fae, and this just goes for like Queen Maeve too, if anybody's ever had issue understanding her personality.
Right.
Fae are to people like people are to wild animals. To a wild animal, a human is a terrifying creature and a wild card, where they don't know if we're going to help them, give them food, kill them, move them somewhere else. They don't know, because we operate on a different thinking level than they do.
Right.
So for a Fae, they operate on a different thinking level than people. So that's what makes them so dangerous.
Right.
Now, in context of this Lostbelt, I don't know if that holds true. I don't know if names are just normal things here. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Cornwall is built on the remains of an ancient city. When the Tamlin defeated the Lord of Cornwall about 200 years ago, the Lord cursed the woods with a fog that would rob fairies of their memories. This village was abandoned not long after. From there, it became the most dangerous area in all of Britain. Even the Queen wouldn't come near it. Nobody will follow you in here. It's basically a penal colony.
Wait, who are the Tom Lin?
Who are the Tam Lin? Good one. This territory is a home for all kinds of outcast fairies. Fae whose roles have ended, Fae who aren't worth anything anymore, Fae who lost their friends, Fae who lost their purpose. All we can do now is wait for our lives, our fates, to come to an end. Every fairy here is so kind. They'd much rather help each other than compete with one another. But there isn't a place for Fae like that in Her Majesty's Britain. Dying is much better than having members of your own clan laugh at you, or ignore you, or steal from you. So everyone here came to this forest to end things. At least that's what I think.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, it's Lysander. Man, yesterday was a blast, huh? Anyone who enjoys a good meal as much as you do is all right in my book. Hope you're hungry, because I'll be bringing plenty more food back with me today.
Good day, Lysander. I must say your voice is as warm as full of life as the spring breeze.
That's a face thing to say.
Why not try your hand at a song today? I'll even break out my harp for the first time in ages.
Hey, Lysander. Let me know if you need any of your clothes mended. I've still got some cloth from Norwich left over, and I'm sure you'd look good in whatever I whip up. Wow.
You certainly are popular, aren't you, Lysander? I mean, I'm in much more the same boat myself, but...
And that's protagonist syndrome.
What? I guess you just have that certain,
Je ne sais quoi?
about you? I'm kind of oblivious when it comes to that sort of thing, so...
Really? I think you're perfectly wonderful too, Mash. Lysander just has a kind of refreshing aura about him. His presence alone makes things more fun. But your aura is more warm? Bright? I'm not sure what the right word is. I can only say there's something nostalgic about it. It reminds me of more peaceful times.
You're spot on. As a matter of fact, my cheerful nature is the only thing I've got going for me.
It is so weird seeing an Artoria that just smiles normally.
Yeah. Because this is still a,
Young. It's like Lily.
Yeah, it's just basically Lily that took up the staff instead of the sword.
It's Lily Alter. That's terrifying. Yes, that's true. There's nothing better than a smile.
Speaking of Alter, I'm still waiting for a swimsuit, Lancer Alter. Because if a regular Alter is a ruler, then the other one's got to be an Avenger. Just we have an Avenger Artoria.
All right, let me show you around the rest of the village. As long as you know how big our territory is, you won't disappear until the day of endings. Well, that's our village's territory. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
The endless woods fog never comes to this village, right? How thick is it outside the village walls? Also, if this village used to be a city, does that mean there's still a road back inland?
The fog isn't too thick as long as you don't go deep into the woods, but that won't stop you from getting lost. And the road back inland is completely overgrown now, so it's all but impossible to find.
I see, then I guess we'll just need to really put our minds to it if we ever want to leave these woods.
Huh? You want to leave, Mash?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just curious. You don't want to leave either, right, Lysander? I mean, you came to the nameless woods of your own volition, so... I'm not sure. I have no idea what's going on.
I see. That makes sense to me. I had a feeling you three were a little different from the other Fae who come here. I was even wondering if maybe you actually ended up lost here by mistake somehow. Well, if there's anything you ever need, please let me know. I'm not much good for anything besides showing fairies around, but I promise I'll help however I can as long as it doesn't get me in trouble. Still no name.
Okay, I think we've got the lay of the land now. Now that it's just the three of us, shall we get to it, Lysander? Get to what? Oh, silly, you really are an incorrigible jokester, aren't you? What else could I possibly be talking about in a situation like this besides testing our skills? Now come on, let's head back into the forest for a bit and see how good we are and what kind of tactics we excel at. Magecraft is powerful, and as they say, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Okay.
Alright.
Castoria knows more than... Okay, we're just getting into it then.
Okay, so just support. I don't think I saw a support list, right? It just...
Yeah, this is it.
Okay. Alright, so...
I just buff everything on Tristan.
Yeah.
Hold off on his skill.
Yeah, it's just gonna seal it.
Yeah, and Arch Chains. Yeah, that works too.
This will get that out.
Oh, they also start with high NP because they're support.
Yep. That's the thing they changed, I think, starting with Atlantis. Now every support has at least a 50% charge starting.
Good. In that case... I would target the back line.
Yeah.
Maybe use hers first so it gets her attack up.
I used to say it just so they have like supercharge gives them 2 stacks of
Right.
defense. But yeah, this is kind of a no-brainer. It's not like a boss fight.
I know, it's just how I tend to play it. Like I'm always overanalyzing every fight.
So I think Tristan will be fine, it's just Artoria I'm worried about. Okay, I'll just get rid of you and then save that for the next one.
Quick, Buster, quick. It'll kill him regardless, I think. Necessary in this fight. I love that attack. Just run in and smack him in the face.
Well, I want to say Merlin kind of does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So is Veil Known, is that tied to something, or?
I mean, that's the name of his spell.
Oh.
It's basically just him doing a big die attack. It's not based on any specific thing in his lore.
Sorry, I was so useless. No, not at all. I just felt terrible about this. That you had to basically, that you have basically no fighting ability.
Means you come from such high social standing that you don't need to do your own fighting.
Oh gosh, are you the son of one of the clan's chiefs, Lysander? And here I've been treating you like anyone else. I'm so sorry. You must think I have no manners at all. I want to say, like, in whatever book, I want to get the more material books, because I want to say the one with her in it, I think number 9, she has a shitload of expressions, even ones that are never shown in game.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like, Takeuchi went all out with Castoria. And also, fun fact, I think her 3rd ascension was a rough design for her Grand Saber self. Let's see, can we please just forget that happened? I promise I'll do better starting tomorrow. No, really, I'm the one who owes you an apology.
Please, do not worry about it, Lysander. If anything, I'm more convinced than ever. I can't remember why, but I now know for sure that this is what you're meant to do. I may have been so intimidated by the fairy's sheer physical capabilities last night that I didn't act appropriately, but that won't happen again. I see now that you have the makings of a great leader, like a winning football coach.
Wait, what is football?
I don't know. I even get the sense that as long as you're here to guide us, everything will somehow work out in the end.
Wow, thanks.
Assault to pests in class. Please, just call me Tristram. Just sheer confusion. That's right, we're outcasts. A bunch of losers who couldn't even pay the annual existence tax to keep us in the Queen's reign. Existence tax.
Wow. Are we sure we're not in the U.S.?
Yeah, I'd hate to see what her health care looks like.
Oh my god.
It was just a matter of time until we decided to come into these woods and forget everything we ever wanted to accomplish.
But don't worry, there's no need to be afraid. We may all escape from the city, but we're all still in the same boat. Soon the calamity will bring everything to an end, and only the few will survive. So we may as well live the rest of our days here in peace.
We, all of us, from 6 different clans, live for festivities. We're scared of the Queen, we're scared of the Moors, and most of all, we're scared of ourselves.
Moors. Oof, could eat another bite.
What a lovely song. A simple tempo, to be sure, but there's something strangely invigorating about it. I would think it was improvised if they didn't seem so familiar with it.
Well, of course they are. These kind of festivals where everyone comes together are what all the Fae live for. It's the only time the Wind and Earth Clan can set aside their differences. Well, as long as they don't drink too much, anyway. There are some Fae who really do get drunk on the atmosphere, I guess?
What, had enough already, Lysander? No need to hold back, you only just got here. Or was your journey here even harder than we thought? Those marks on your right hand are unusual, but they're still command spells, right? And 3 of them, no less. You poor thing. So they know what command spells are.
That's concerning.
Well, don't worry. You can forget all about that now. No one here is going to force you to do anything. You did good hanging in there until now, especially for one as twiggy as you are.
Am I crying? But why?
Come on. You don't got to get weepy on me. No, it's okay. Just take as much time to rest as you need. When you get bored, you can help us out with village stuff. I like him.
Yeah.
What a kind fairy. Although, command spells... I feel like I'm this close to remembering something, but I can't quite get there. It's so frustrating.
Like a song you heard, like, 2 hours ago, but
You can't remember the name of it?
Yeah, because you didn't look at the... Okay, everyone, settle down, please. That's all for tonight.
He has a very Roman name.
I can definitely tell what time it is because I'm not drunk. Nope, definitely no drunkenness here. Now go on, it's time to go back to our tents before the beasts come out. Don't blame me if you end up getting eaten alive. Marm? Thania? Doubleton? We Wind Fae can make it back quicker than anyone. The responsibility of keeping order falls to us, the most beautiful clan of all. Okay, so Wind Clan is obviously elves.
Yep.
Earth is dwarves.
Yep. Fang is beast people.
Yep.
I see Halo Boromir is just as much of a dick drunk as he is sober. Alright, let's get back home so we can be ready for tomorrow's feast. Later, Lysander.
One day you'll slip up.
Never.
And
Oh,
it'll be recorded.
I'll have to show you around our athletic field tomorrow. There's nothing more fun than a good ball game.
I wish we'd see more of these NPCs, but oh well. I guess that's all for today's welcome party then, although it sounds like it'll pick back up tomorrow.
Indeed. Now that I understand we've truly been welcomed with open arms, I'm enjoying myself quite a lot.
Even though you still haven't relaxed your grip on that, bow?
Yes, well, it seems old habits do die hard.
Like the movie.
Apparently, I used to keep my fingers on my bowstrings even when I was asleep. I swear, between keeping my ears peeled and reading the wind 24/7, I guess I must have really loved training. Oh well, I'm sure any habit can be broken eventually, especially since we shouldn't have to fight here. Now, come on, Lysander, Mash. We should head back to our own tent.
I'm going to assume something is going to happen tomorrow because in 2 days of peace, usually something happens on the 3rd.
I am going to predict that something bad is going to happen to Tristan. Something very bad. Hey you, make sure you clean this place thoroughly. We're doing this again tomorrow, remember? Yes, sir. You, do want me to clean up after everyone, right? Of course I do, idiot. What else could I have meant? Can't you do anything on your own? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I promise I'll do my best.
Hold on, was that? Never mind that, Lysander. Let's just head back to the RO tent. We're still outsiders here, after all. We should get a grasp on the situation before we go poking our noses into their business. You want someone you barely know telling you how to live your life, right? Even if all the Fae who live here are peaceful, they're still not in a strong position. We've got nowhere to run if something goes wrong. So we need to be extra cautious here. You understand, right? I guess you're right. Great. We can ask about it tomorrow. I'm sure whatever seems off to you now will all make sense once we talk to them about it.
So she knows more than she's letting on, and she's still coming to grips with the fact that you're actually amnesiac.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lysander. Did you sleep well last night? I'm sorry. I just can't seem to put my heart into it. Lysander. Something about that name just doesn't sound right. It's still a mess out here. What the hell were you doing, you good for nothing?
They came from the square. Shall we go see what's going on, Lysander? You bet we shall.
This is awful. We couldn't possibly put on another feast tonight.
Don't bully the cute fairy girl.
The nameless fairy girl. Why didn't you do anything? You hate Lysander or something? Not at all. It's just... I forgot what I was supposed to do. The next thing I knew, it was morning, and you were all yelling at me. Looks like it happened to her again, Duga. Guess we're SOL.
SOL?
Stuff out of luck. Forget it. I should have known better than to ask you in the first place. Just go. Get lost and don't ever come back near the village. I don't want to see your stupid face again.
Rude.
Really? Thank you so much for forgiving me. I hope you'll invite me to the next one, too.
Oh, she's pitiful.
You had one job. Oh, hey, Lysander. Yesterday sure was a hoot, huh?
Who was that fairy girl?
That fairy girl. Hey, what was her name again? The hell should I know? What was it again? I think she told us when she first showed up. Pretty sure it was Ho or Fu or something stupid like that. Is that what it was? I guess she had a name at first, too. Oh well, once you start forgetting your own name even without the fog, you're done for. Don't bother about her, Lysander. You don't want to catch her nameless disease. So, she doesn't have a name? Is that why you treat her like that? What do you mean? No fairy without a name's worth anything, right? It's not like anyone would miss them if they were gone. Yeah, she doesn't even have a place here. Her tent's outside the village. Yeah, our territory just doesn't have room to spare for her. But I will say I'm impressed she's still alive. She might get more banged up every day, but she's still got all her arms and legs. Who knows? Maybe she used to be some kind of big shot. I'm not gonna make the joke. You're gonna have to do it.
Hey, I mean, I would like to imagine there's some kind of Spamton equivalent Fae out there somewhere.
Would Spamton be a ruler?
Why
Or
ruler?
moon cancer?
I mean,
He's in a virtual world where he gains ultimate power to control it.
yeah. I want to say foreigner, only because of his talks on the phone that led to his insanity or something.
His patron is Mike. Not that it's doing her much good now. Guess not even the beasts of the forest got any interest in nameless meat. Anyway, that's enough about her. Come on, Lysander. I told you we were going to play football at noon today, right? See you at the athletic field.
At least they have activities.
What would you like to do now that they've left for the athletic field, Lysander?
Do you know anything about Nameless Fairy Smash? I do. As the name suggests, they're fairies who have lost their names. While we lose our memories in the nameless forward, sometimes fairies lose their names all on their own. In general, fairies don't age or die like humans or animals. But we are born with a purpose, something we can lose ourselves in. Fairies who lose that purpose lose their names and then grow steadily weaker until they die. That's what happened to that girl. It must have been quite some time since she lost her name.
Then we need to give her a new one.
Yep. So it's true that she really doesn't have a home here? I'm sure it is. Fairies tend to shun other fairies who have lost their names. Honestly, the fact that she's even allowed inside this village speaks volumes about the fairies' generosity. I know what you're thinking, Lysander, but we can't. If we invite her to stay in our tent, it'll really upset the fairies in this village. The best we can do is visit her home and get rid of anything that might be dangerous. We may not be able to invite her into this village when, where it's safe, but I'd be happy to at least make sure her home is just as safe as the village. I knew you'd come through, Mash.
Hug.
Why are you holding my hand? That's lewd.
So lewd.
You're shaking my hand to express your gratitude and faith in me, huh? That's a new one on me. But there's something really nice about it. I think I like this custom too, Lysander. She's already under attack.
There, I've driven the beasts back a bit and opened up some space for the girl. I swear on my bewitched bow that I won't let them take another step towards her.
Thank you, Tristram. I'll take it from here. Hey, you leave her alone right now.
Make Buster Chains great again.
We'll get that next month.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, same verse. What's the first?
Just honorable mention.
Yep. Huh? No. I really hope that we get that we'll change everything before the card type buff that we're getting to where quick chains now give 20 stars and starting quick cards give a flat 20%.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
It would open up avenues for so many assassins.
Oh yeah.
I finally have a reason to use like Fuma and Donzo.
Yeah, because I want to say, and if you do a Brave Chain, you get the effects of all face card types.
Nice.
Or a Rainbow Chain essentially.
Just failed out on the second, I guess. I don't know. That's always my strat. If I have an NP, like a damaging NP, I'm always just gonna get whoever has the highest
Nice.
Yeah.
Get that. And it kills.
That's a good reflex too. Jesus.
Yep. If we had another Castoria, would have definitely looped. Okay.
Double Scotty and Avalon. You can loop with Tristan.
I want to say Quick got a little better, because I know Ruler Scotty also kind of buffs Quick in a different way. Alright, this is kind of a no-brainer.
I do like the idea that the bow is his heart in Fate. That is pretty nice.
Just give him the whole, like, sound waves attack thing.
Cruel though it may be, I made sure to aim for spots that would be extra painful. Hopefully this will teach the other beasts that this part of the forest is dangerous.
I agree. That may seem like the best way to go. At any rate, that was amazing shooting, Tristram. Are you sure you don't remember being a soldier or maybe a hunter? Either way, the king you used to serve must have been proud to have you.
Yes, well, I certainly hope so.
It's weird. I can't sense any magical energy when he plucks his harp. Does that mean he's from the Wind Clan? But then he doesn't seem to have enough magical energy for that. Are you okay?
Huh? What's going on? Did you do that for me?
Yes, we did. Lysander insisted that we check up on you. Are you alright? Did those beasts hurt you before we got here?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm used to this sort of thing. So, is there something more I can do for you? I already showed you around the village yesterday.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have thought of something before coming here. No, not really. We wanted to thank you for all your help yesterday. You were so kind to us that we thought the least we could do was make your home safe from beasts.
That's so nice of you. It makes me so happy.
The tears won't stop.
I guess this means I really was useful then. I'm so happy to hear that. It's been so long since I was useful. Oh, I know. I'll bless you with good fortune in return for, I'm sorry. I forgot how to cast blessings. And I don't have a tent, so there's nothing I can give you in return.
That's okay. I don't need anything else.
Really? Huh. Did I already give you some of the flowers I picked this morning and just forget I did?
Lysander, Tristram, why don't you go back to the village without me? I'm going to put a bounded field to ward off other beasts, but it's going to take some time.
Oh? Well, then we'll stay here until you're done too. Those beasts could come back at any time, so Lysander and I can protect you while you put up the bounded field.
Oh, that's okay. I can handle those beasts off alone if it comes to that.
Are you sure you're at a class disadvantage? I see. Well, if you're sure, is that alright with you, Lysander?
And Arquette is pretty good for that. She does have some survivability.
Isn't her append like anti-berserker?
I don't think I've ever checked it, or I can't remember.
Yeah. Hold on.
Alright, I'll see you two later then. Have fun with the other fairies. Field.
Anti-saber.
You're right, because I think I only remember the ones that are actually worth anything. Because I still need to unlock Summer Tamamo's one, because there's anti-berserker, which is really good. And then there's some really weird ones, like Summer Musashi's. Hers is like anti-Lancer crit up, which is weird. They're all done. You don't have to worry about those beasts coming for you here anymore. Well, at least for a few weeks anyway. It's only Magecraft, not Sacrament, so it won't last forever. But at least for a few weeks you'll be able to rest easy knowing you're safe.
Magecraft. The mysterious power the Queen uses. I didn't know you could use it too, Mash. Is using Magecraft the hot new thing in the outside world now?
I don't know about that. I mean, half my Magecraft is stuff that I kind of taught myself. Besides, that stuff's kind of why I ran away from in the first place. I mean, me save Britain with Magecraft like this? That's just not possible. Who said anything about saving? Yeah, you do know something.
Mash? I'm so sorry if I asked something I shouldn't have.
Don't be. That was just a bad habit of mine. You're not the reason I was feeling sad just now. Do me a favor and just forget about it, please. More importantly, I think it might be better if you moved away from that village. It's not the other fairies' fault necessarily, you're just not a good fit for it. What about Salisbury? No wait, that's very hostile to wind fairies that with damaged wings there. What about Norwich? They say fairies and humans live there side by side there. And who knows, if you find a human who's a good fit for you, maybe you'll even find a new purpose too.
Thank you, but I'd rather stay here. Even if I did find a new purpose, I still wouldn't have a name. I think I must be exhausted. Nothing ever goes right for me, no matter what I do or what help I receive. I must have been so despondent with myself that I even forgot the most important thing of all, my name. So, I don't need to go anywhere. Here, nobody will be angry at my old self. Here, nobody will blame me for being a terrible fairy who wasted her life unable to fulfill her purpose. But I'm really sad. Not because the other fairies in the village hate me. but because I can't remember my purpose anymore, or my name.
I see. I guess not having a name really is terrible. In that case, what about this? I just came up with an idea just now, but...
She's just gonna give her a name. Thank you, Mash. This is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Oh, come on now. You're just being nice. I see. Then I'm happy that you were happy. Still, don't forget, this is our little secret. If the villagers found out, we'd both get in trouble. I'm sure they'd say something like, even a village of outcasts has rules. Or, Cornwall doesn't need any weird made-up customs.
That's true. You might not know by looking at him, but Hylo Boromia actually used to be an aide to Lady Aurora. Even now, he still admires the elegant fairy way of life. I really love that about him.
I feel the same way. He may act high and mighty, but I could tell right away that he really cares about the village. Oh gosh, I didn't realize we'd be talking for so long. Better get back to the village. I'll come again tomorrow, okay? In the meantime, enjoy your peaceful night's sleep.
I will. Bye-bye, Mash. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Ow. What just happened? Why does my right eye hurt so much? Where's a puddle I can use for a mirror? There. Now what's going on with my eye?
Oh no. Oh no. That looks like the
formless blobs that we fought.
I have a very bad idea.
I see. So I've turned dark. I guess I'm done for now. And just when something finally worked out for me, too.
Morning. Good morning. Maybe a shame not to have a banquet, but there's an upside. We got to bed earlier. So what would you like to do today? If you don't have anything particular in mind, I'd like to go outside the village again myself. First I really need some food. I'm really hungry. Huh? You're hungry?
Oh, good morning, Lysander. I'm sorry we couldn't give you the welcome you deserve last night. Fortunately, we should be able to make up for it tonight, so I do hope you're looking forward to it. Is something wrong? You don't seem like yourself.
It's okay, I just really need to eat something. Is there any food I could have?
Huh? You're hungry because you don't have anything to eat? Don't be ridiculous. Needing to eat, it's not like you're human or something.
Oh.
Wait, you're serious. You know, now that you mention it... Oh my, I can't believe it. Never thought of such a thing could be possible.
Hylo Boromia?
Everyone, I have big news. Lysander is human. We have an unregistered human with us.
Huh? Come on, it's too early for this nonsense. There's no way a human could be here of all.
I'm not joking. Take a closer look. It's not like his wings were torn off. He never had them to begin with. Hurry, come quick. We can't let him get out of the woods. Go out to the woods. Oh my goodness, I felt terrible about this. If only I had realized sooner. Now that I'm even more sorry we didn't give you the kind of welcome you deserve, Lysander. But don't worry, we're going to make up for that right now with a really, really fun welcome party. Oh, what a wonderful day this is.
Let me see. Oh wow, you're right. Lysander really is human. A human, hooray! No wonder being around him made us all so happy. This is great! Now we'll never have to worry about turning into Moors.
Shit, that was right. So if a fairy loses their purpose for too long, then...
They turn into a Moor.
Yeah.
Or turn into Moors.
Why do I get the sense I'm in trouble? Oh no, I almost forgot. Be careful, Lysander. If you tell them you're hungry... I'm too late.
Are you human too? You are, aren't you? You don't have wings or command spells. How about the guy with the harp? Is he human? No, wait, he's a fairy. That's right, he didn't eat anything. But who cares? Just put him in with the others. It's easier that way.
Here, Lysander, Master Tristram, please let me show you to the best spot in town. From now on, you'll be staying at the tent of the town square, right in the middle of the village. There's so much to do, I don't know where to begin.
Well, it's been half a day since we were packed into this tent without so much as a word of explanation. How's the food they've been bringing you every hour, Lysander?
It's really good, but I'm not hungry anymore.
We're not allowed to go out, and there are fairies guarding outside the tent in shifts. This isn't a welcome party. We are prisoners. Do you know why this happened to us, Mash?
Because Lysander is human. Thinking about it now, I was a little surprised myself to see how much you enjoyed that fruit. I should have realized it then, but I haven't seen many humans either. Are you human too, Mash? I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm a fairy, but I also feel like I've been called human-like at one point or another. Yes and yes. But never mind that now. Right now, we need to focus on the situation at hand. You might think we're giving Lysander a warm reception now, but it's only going to heat up as time goes on.
Really? Even more than this?
Yes, really. You see, humans are very important sources of sustenance for fairies. Oh. Just having a human nearby makes them happy, almost like a mental balm. But these days, the human population is carefully managed by the Queen, leaving lower-class fairies without any humans for themselves. In fact, the fairies of this village wound up here because they didn't have any humans. So, if nothing else, I'm sure they'll take good care of you, Lysander.
So humans are a slave class.
But...
Yeah, humans. Humans in the village. And not defective ones from the rebel army, or ones made for the Queen. Real, high-quality humans. This is so great. We'll have to keep them safe so they don't get hurt. We'll have to figure out what they eat, too. They say you can't just give them nuts and fruit. Humans like meat, right? So we'll have to go hunt some meat in the woods. Man, I'm so jealous of the guards. I can't wait till it's my turn. I just want to be near them. I want to make them laugh, make them uncomfortable, make them cry. I want to comb their hair and pull off their fingers and skin them alive. Too bad there's only two of them. No fair that Hela Boromia gets to decide who goes first. We'll never all get a piece of them that way. I just know I'm gonna miss out. Yeah, we should just chop them to pieces and share with everyone. I'll take the left eye, and you can have the right. Yeah, I'll take the ring finger, you take the middle one. Yeah, that way everyone can each get a piece. Hey, what do you guys think you're doing? It's not your turn yet, get back to your tents. And don't try anything with Lysander. You should have seen him on the athletic field. He used his head to score a goal. His head! I've never seen anyone play football like that. He's a really entertaining lad. So long as he's around, we're gonna have more fun than we've ever... You talk too much, Duga. We don't need talkers. I liked him.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
We can't help ourselves. There's only two of them. Only two of them.
Well, they've become Moors.
Let's chop them up and share them with everyone. Let's chop them up and share them with everyone. But we're the only ones who are going to get a share. The Fang clans got to keep them all to ourselves. The Earth and Wind clans talk too much too. Let's get them before they get us.
Yep.
Is that...
It's always the third day.
I mean, technically this is the fourth.
Oh.
I'm not sure exactly why, but the fairies seem to be fighting amongst themselves now. I suspect it has something to do with different clans wanting to keep you all to themselves. The why isn't important now, though. You're obviously not safe here. We need to leave right away.
Where should we go? We head inland. Once we get through this village, we can make our way to the hilly area. From there, there's a highway, and once we get there, we can think about where we go next. But first, yes, why don't we do something about the guards outside?
Unfortunately, I doubt you and I alone will be any match for them.
What?
Remember, these fairies are all very powerful. There's no way a human could... Oh, good. You're all still okay. Thank goodness. I noticed something was off in the village this morning, so I've been keeping an eye on things from afar. It's awful out there. First everyone was yelling at each other, and now they've started fighting. Hala Baromia was doing his best to calm everyone down, but I don't think it worked. Hey, keep an eye on things near the tent. Don't let anyone near it. I know we killed all the Wind Clan, but there's still some fangs out there. Ain't no way we're letting those veggie lovers take the humans away from us. We've got to divide them both up evenly among the Earth Clan. Well, Hala Baromia is dead.
Shit.
It's no use, Lysander. They're not the fairies you knew anymore. They're being driven wild by their bloodlust. Come with me. I can get you out through the weak stitching in the cloth where I snuck in. You do want to get out into the woods, right? Then please, trust me. I know a way inland. Now come on, hurry.
I think we're gonna have to mercy kill her.
Those are Earth Clan fairies? They look nothing like they used to. Ah, how this saddens me. What do I see now but the devil?
Stop that, Tristram. You can't play your harp now. They'll hear us.
Hmm? Hey, did you just hear something? Maybe one of the Wind Clan survived. Kesley, Gam, go check it out. The rest of us will head to the tent. Crush their legs first. That'll keep them from running.
Oh crap, we gotta get out of here now.
I'm so sorry. My fingers moved before I realized what I was doing. Anyway, yes, we need to get out of the village. I'll bring up the rear. This way, everyone. Please follow me.
Oh, new sprite.
Yes, this is it. Once you cross those 3 hills, you'll be far enough inland. Are you all okay? I know we've been running non-stop.
I'm okay, well, I'm managing.
Indeed. There were 2 fairies after us, but it seems we lost them after we crossed that first hill.
They must have gotten lost in the fog. I guess all that time you spent living outside in the forest must have paid off. Thank you for showing us the way. You've been a huge help. But are you sure about this? Now that you've helped us escape, doesn't that mean you can never go back to that village?
Yes, it does. But please don't worry about that, Mash. My home is safe now, thanks to you. Now please, don't worry about me. You need to leave the forest as soon as possible. Go, quickly, before the villagers find you. I have to put more distance between you and them.
Oh no. What is that mark on your face?
What mark? Ah, I can smell the wind now. It smells just like good old Salisbury earth. Soon we'll be out of the woods. Not much longer. Ah, beautiful Britain. You haven't changed a bit. You're just as I remember from when I had a name. Almost there. Just a little more. I see a slope ahead. That must be the last hill.
Once we cross it, we'll be out of these woods. Thank you. We could never have made it this far without... What's wrong? Oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you hurt? Why don't we take a little...
Shut up. Just shut up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts so much. It's been hurting for all these hundreds of years I've spent alone. They kept forcing me to do things I couldn't do. Hundreds of years of endless frustration. Nobody ever helped me before. Nobody ever even noticed me before. So why did you have to be kind to me now, when it's already too late? Idiots. You're idiots. Have you really not figured it out yet? I tricked you. The only reason I brought you out here is so I could keep you all to myself. Why else would I be doing this? Why did I?
No. Get ready, Tristram. Lysander, she's not a fairy anymore. She's Moors now, just a thing that can no longer speak or listen. It's a dark sludge of fouls from the earth that, just by existing, It's Britain's curse, and it is death to fairies. Oh, I liked her. I guess she won't be the companion.
Nope.
Moore's Berserker.
Oh, you can brave chain immediately. Nice.
Yep. Let's see.
Get them stars.
Mm-hmm. Cannot wait for that update. Reading is going to be so much easier. Just reminding me of like Shadow Heartless. They lost their hearts and were consumed by darkness. Okay. Okay. So we
Get some invincibility going. And yeah, Arts Chain. Hopefully he'll survive the curse.
because I feel like we have this in one or two more turns.
Well, I mean, if we can get a chain on Tristan this turn, it should be it. Rip! Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, these things.
Alright, put her down.
Yep. I've never actually used Leyline Stones before.
Me neither.
Because I was kind of done with the story before they're implemented. But, okay, should we use yeah.
So much damage.
Alright, whacker mash.
Play her to sleep.
Yeah, the Disastrous Curse is no joke. This would make a really, really good D&D campaign. I think we got her butt.
Be careful, Lysander. She's not done yet. But she's not trying to attack anymore. Is she trying to tell us something? Pardon me.
Oh.
I hope you don't mind. I didn't want to make you three put her out of her misery. As I know the Moors well, I thought I should be the one to do what was necessary. That rapier strike came from behind. It was like the wind, and there's something familiar about them. Sorry about that. You're free now. May you find a peace in your next life.
It's him.
It's the boy.
The breakout character for this whole freaking Lostbelt. No way, you're...
Hey there, Jack. Nice to meet you. Sorry it took so long to get here. Then again, I guess that's pretty confusing too, judging by the look on your face. A king doesn't typically introduce himself, but none of my attendants are here, so I suppose I don't have a choice.
Would he be, Scottish? Or...
I mean, technically speaking, Oberon is an invention of Shakespeare.
Oh, okay. So you'd be Italian.
I am Oberon, a heroic spirit summoned here by humanity. I'm the one and only servant in all this Lostbelt who's destined to help you. Most people know me as Oberon, the Fairy King. What do you think? Pretty cool, right?
I still remember when he was first revealed, and a lot of people, like, gave him shit only because of his art style, but I've gotten used to it.
Yeah, I like it.
Like, it's the artist who did, March Comes In Like a Lion, I think.
Mm-hmm. Most people know me as Oberon, the Fairy King. What do you think? Pretty cool, right?
Weird. Flat. Oh, right, memories.
He said he's the one and only servant that has been summoned. So what does that make Tristan?
That's right, my name is Jack, and yours is...
Indeed. You are Jack, the Master of Chaldea. And I am Tristan, Knight of the Bewitched Bow and the Child of Sadness. At last, I finally remember everything. As for you, Mash, your name's not really Mash.
Oberon? Not Merlin?
Merlin?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're just not exactly who I was expecting. But you do look so much like someone I was thinking about that it threw me off for a moment.
I'm not seeing the similarity.
Yeah. At any rate, I remember who I am now, too. My name is Castor. Artoria Castor. Oh, but that's kind of a mouthful, isn't it, Castoria? Really, Castor's really just the name of a village I'm from, so please just call me Artoria.
I'm relieved to see you've got your names back. Now we'd better hurry or you'll get caught in that fog again. Go on, get going. See those trees over there? That's your goal. First, you should all see what Britain is really like. After that, we'll have plenty to talk about.
That's true. We need to get out of these woods. I agree. Let's go, Jack. It's time you saw the Twilight hometown of so many fairies. Utopia of wind, earth, and life, blessed by song and rain. The Isle of Britain. Takes my hand. Oh, wow.
Custom CGs.
Yep.
Man, he must be burning up in that freaking winter mystic code. Woo! Section 1 done.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is where we get all the, just a lot of everything.
And we're running at an hour and a half.
Oh. I got like 7 minutes left. I guess we'll do this last one, and that's it.
Yeah.
Fragment.
Oh, fancy. Meanwhile,
Another universe.
several days after she got separated from Jack, the girl managed to make it out of the Nameless Woods on her own, ahead of the others. Was it the difference in her innate servant abilities? Simply a stroke of good luck? Neither, in fact. She was simply swept along by a Morse current and unceremoniously spat out elsewhere. The outcome speaks for itself. Deprived of her strength, her equipment in pieces, she could only collapse by the highway.
Oh, she has her old equipment, her old outfit back.
This is bad. Very, very bad if she stays here too long. See what I tell you. I knew there'd be one or two around this time of year. Check it out. A premium wind fairy. This'll keep us fed the whole winter. She'll be easy pickings for the slave hunters who prey on fairies who wander out of the woods.
Oi, get a call on her before she wakes up. I didn't know who she is, but it won't matter once we sell her. We'll make a bundle and we'll get nice warm beds and someone to keep her company. Now that's what I call a win-win. Ah, wolf, there's a wolf here.
Bork.
Borf. but unfortunately, fate had other plans for her. No wonder she's my favorite. That fluffy guy next to her is Sage Grim, the White Fang. Those thugs won't get near her, not with him around.
Yeah. Nah, crap, she's awake, and she looks really strong too. We're dead. Who are you? No, wait, why was I collapsed on the ground?
She doesn't remember anything. Hey there, young lady. We're just, Oh, a group of kindly caretakers. It's our job to help any fairies who collapse on the side of the road. Yeah, that's it. We're here to help you. Now go on, get in our cart. It's the latest model from Norwich, and it's way better than walking. One of us pulls while the other two smile. That way two can relax and only one has to work. But hey, don't worry. You're our valued guest. We'd never make you pull the cart. Now, what are we going to call you? Say, what do you think of Anise Brothers? Doesn't that seem like a great name for her? You mean no going with Urchin like usual? I guess a little change of pace wouldn't hurt. Sounds good to you, Anise? Now go on, try and stand up. Here, hold on to me if you need. Besides, you don't want to be laying on the ground too long, or the giant, odd, goggy caterpillars will eat you right up.
Okay, thank you. Whoa, what's with all that metal? She's got an iron shield, iron armor, and what's this, a canister? Damn, you think she's one of the Queen's Knights, seeing how she's got all these weapons? You guys sure this is a good idea? What if the Queen kills us?
Huh, you're still a big scaredy cat, aren't you, Wag? Don't worry about it. Even if she is one of the Queen's Knights, who cares? Doesn't matter if she can't remember anything. Yeah, what's gonna happen when she doesn't even know her own name? And if she doesn't have a place to call home, what's wrong with taking her to a new one?
As for our merchandise, of course.
The three fairies exchange a knowing look and cackle. And so she and all her things wound up on the cart with not a clue as to who she is. The cart begins heading north towards Gloucester, beginning another separate journey. But all that aside, Hey, that wolf's still following us. What do we do, brothers? We really don't want to mess with his like. They say if you kill one, you become a Morse. Guess we'll just have to let him tag along too. Maybe we can even sell him off along with the girl. Don't worry. These fairies won't be having much luck as long as her intimidating fairy friend is around. And that's fragment 1.
Yep. So, wow. Just, went to a village, had a fun time, and then, someone said the magic word, or the word of the day, and all went to hell.
Yep. And also Mash is a slave.
Yeah, as soon as all the goblins was like, I've seen this way too much. But yeah, I guess that'll be it for now. Probably pick this back up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.